as y'all know, I've gotta like at least get like take a minute for people to get here. You know, not everybody's on time. A lot of people are not exactly the most punctual. And plus I gotta let the electronics they gotta think about it. You know, when it's Thursday, it's later in the week, they gotta think about doing what they're gonna do. So, you know, I can't just start the live stream and just be like blast off. That's not how it works. You gotta let people wake up. They gotta figure out that you're live first, and then they gotta show up and click the little notification. You know, there's a notification that happens. It's like, hey, Secondhand Stitches is doing something, so I should probably click on it and see what shenanigans that she's doing. So that's what we are doing in this first little bit of just like me like jamming my head, you know. This this right here, what I'm talking about, this is the reason why I have a starting soon screen. This is the reason is because usually people just have to, you know, they gotta figure out what's happening. So I had a comment the other day where somebody was like, "Yeah, you had a starting stream screen, and that's a turn off for people and blah blah blah." Well, you know what, Bluegate, that's what's up. See, you're on time, and that's what I appreciate. So thank you for being on time, and welcome to the stream. Hope you're having a good day wherever you are in the world. Here in where I'm at, it is evening time on Thursday. So yes, and Stankflap is here too as well. So yeah, you know, what do they, let's see, what do they call it? The Noti Gang. Noti Gang. That's like a thing that people say on Twitch, is like people that show up when the notification happens, that's the Noti Gang. So that's what y'all are. All right, Connie. Yes. Hey, welcome to the party. Yes, you are here. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, the Noti Gang is here. So that is what I'm talking about. I was just telling the camera as I was getting myself warmed up to talk for a couple of hours. I was talking about how you gotta. I've got the insider well, yeah, Stankflap does have the insider information. That is true. So, but yeah, I was just talking about how you gotta let people get here first. Like, not everybody's gonna be here just right on the money, like right at the beginning. But yeah, how are you doing, Connie? Welcome. Welcome to Thursday evening here. We're going to be doing a little bit, well, basically the same thing that we did on Tuesday. Is I'm going to spend the first part of the stream kind of talking about stats, things like that. We are still on the road, okay? We are still on the road. We are oh so close, but I'll give you some more information once we get into it a little bit. But yeah, this is the continuing road to 4K. Um, yeah, we'll talk about, you know, we'll nerd out with some YouTube stuff, and then we will spend more of the time today working on flannels. I still have the box. I have not touched the box since Tuesday. Well, I've moved it from one spot to another. So I still have the same flannels. We're going to do the same method that we did before. And yeah, hopefully we will get more done than we did. I got one done. What I gotta do though is I gotta go through and I gotta like add some stuff on my Etsy. Like, I've got the first round of flannels that I did. I have a second round that I've not put on there yet, and then once I get this box done, that's going to be a third round. So there's going to be a good stock of different styles and types of flannels. Let me slow down my words. So I'm good sitting in a hotel room going home tomorrow. Okay. Okay, hotel room. You know, you can put your feet up, kind of relax, kind of, you know, do that thing. So, yeah, no, that's good. That's good. I am here in the secondhand stitches domain, which is this little area where I all the magic happens here. That's it. Yeah, see? See, kick back and relax. That's what I'm trying to do, honestly. Like my 9 to 5 job has been kicking my butt this week. Um, so yeah, it's okay though. There is light at the end of the tunnel, even if you are a little worn out at the end of the day. So it's okay. But other than that, it's all good. Yeah. No, I'm excited. Oh dang, the one thing I didn't fill up my water. I got a little bit though. I got a straw today. The straw is for maximum hydration. So, okay. See, that's how that's one reason why it's nice to have somebody like here that can help you out. Like I got somebody that's helping me out with water duties. So, we can give some claps in the chat for the hubby. So, he's doing good stuff. But I knew there was something I was forgetting. There's always like one thing. It's kind of like when you go on a trip and you're like, "Oh, there's like the one thing." Thank you very much. Look, now we're filled up. What do we have? Again, we have water. Hydration. Okay. Alright, well, what we will do is, while we wait around a little bit for people to come, I guess it would be helpful if I do go ahead and pull up some stats, have a couple of pages up. Well, just one page open, really. Let's see. Do 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 do. Analytics and watch time hours, and let's do 365. Okay. All right, I'm gonna have that pulled up, and then we will check that out. What's up, board gamer? Hello and good evening. Welcome to this little live stream that we got going on. How are you doing today? Hope you're doing all right. I don't know what this is doing. I know it's because of my headset, but like this little thing is just being unruly. I don't know. I don't know. Y'all are just gonna have to deal with it. Like I'm in this like starter lock phase of my hair journey, and I've only been on it for like 4 months now, and it's still like you're not out of your like starter lock phase until like a year or something. I don't know. So anyway, yeah. Well, thank you. Like I said, it's just gonna do it's whatever. I'm not gonna dwell on it. Trust me, I'm not. Um. Okay. Still at work on the West Coast. I'll hang out until some. Hey, Queen. You know what? Perfect. I appreciate you hanging out. Maybe nobody will because let's see. What is it? 4 o'clock there? Yeah. Tell them to go away. Be like, we are in the down stretch of the day, and I ain't got time to do anything. So, yeah, I got your back. If you need a reason, to like not have to do something, I got you. I got you. So, all right. So we are 10 minutes in. I don't want to, keep y'all hanging for too long. Yeah. So, like I said, I've got the flannels. We're gonna do some of that. We're gonna do some chilling, some chatting, and yeah. So let me get myself in order here. That's probably something I should do like before the stream, right? No, after I get done with stream today, I've got like not an overhaul, but I've got to do some reorganizing and restructuring of some things in my areas. There's a little bit of chaos going on. It's been a little bit of a chaotic kind of week. I mean, just in general. But yeah. So let's do. I'm looking at my pile of flannels that I'm going to do. I really want to do the Dr. Pepper one. So we're going to pull that one out first. In case you missed it on Tuesday, I will give you a little information on what we are doing. So on stream Tuesday, we talked about YouTube stats and then I did flannels. So the flannels that I'm doing are just like, normal cotton. I checked all of them before I bought them, 100% cotton. And we are putting graphics on the back. Now I did a poll on my Instagram probably about a month ago. And I asked people, I was like, hey, so do we prefer doing the flannels where like the graphic shirt is in the middle and then it has flannel sleeves? I'm not sure. This is what we're indicating sleeves. Or do we like to have the flannel with a graphic on the back? And the high majority of people that voted in the poll said that they prefer the graphic on the back of the flannel. Now, y'all can tell me differently, or you can tell me your opinion if you like, you know, chat it up. But I thought, that's pretty cool because in my brain, I thought that it would be the other way around. Like, I thought that more people would want the graphic and then the flannel sleeves. Although that's not my particular style, I don't know. I mean, it can go either way, you know? But we're going to take this and we're going to put it on the back of this flannel. Are you like both ways? Okay. Well, yeah. See, and I was very surprised that it was more the other way. It was like the ratio was like 4 to 1 or something. But but yeah, so that's what I'm rolling with, and that's the way that I'm gonna do all of the batches that I have. Like the one that I have hanging here that I need to finish, and I will probably finish it tonight. Is this one? I have a friend of mine that is a Diet Coke fanatic, and I was actually surprised that she wanted to get rid of this shirt. But I think that it was either like it didn't fit or she didn't wear it anymore or something. So this is a flannel that I'm going to do for the diet. I'm always the oddball. There's nothing wrong with being the oddball. Let me show you something else that I made. Okay, y'all, I'm a crafty person, okay? My main craft is sewing. But there's other things I like to do too. Let me see if I can find it. So I've been making these little badges. I haven't put any of them in my story yet. But I've been making these little like badges like this out of felt, you know? I got a whole bag of them. Look, I got this one. I got this one. I got a bunch of different colors in here. I got fluorescent like that. But yeah, they have different phrases on them. So the one that I wanted to show you, Connie, is this one. Oh, Crafty Queen. Are you gonna focus? No? No? Okay, it's not gonna focus. Why would it focus? I got Weird Girl. Oh, there we go. Now it wants to focus. Weird Girl. Most of them are gonna be like somehow they're gonna be weird. Chaotic Weirdo. Will you freaking focus? There you go. So yeah. The ones I made yesterday was Pumpkin Princess. Pumpkin Princess. And I think the Sassy Pants one. Yeah, I think I made Sassy Pants, but yeah, these are fun. These are like my little crafts that I do in between like a big project, like a upcycling thing. So it's all good. Anywho, all right. So what we'll do? I don't like how this is looking. Why does this look like this? I really like the sparkles on it. Yeah, listen. I gotta have some sparkles, okay? So y'all see this artwork on the wall? Here, I'll just show it to you. I'll just show it to you. We gotta have sparkles, alright? Which one do we want to take down? I guess I'll just take down this one because it's easier. Alright. I painted this a while ago. I told y'all I like rainbows. Sparkles. You see that? Rhinestones. Wish I could find more rhinestones out in the wild, like while I'm thrifting. But I've never actually found any. I actually, purchased these. Most of them. I think the bigger ones. I don't know. Anyway. But yeah, the sparkles are real and I love it. Most of the ones up here have sparkles. That one's just pom poms and that one's fake flowers. But yeah, mostly everything on my wall is going to sparkle because shine bright like a diamond. Yeah. Anyway. Oh, so let's do this. Let's just go ahead and get into crafting and hanging out. And then we can come back to the YouTube stats because the one thing is like I don't know if like the people here if y'all even care about what's going on with the analytics, but I just like to put that out there that I'm open to talk about it. Like I'm an open book. I'm not trying to gatekeep any of this crap because I want us all to succeed. So I do have it pulled up. If y'all are interested, we can talk about it later, like at the end. But I really want to get into some sewing. So let's just do this. Let's get things resituated. Look at my clean table. I'm pretty impressed by that because usually it's kind of chaotic. Alright, so let's put that over there. Put that over there. You know what it would actually make sense to do? It would make sense for me to do some batching and do like one process for like all these shirts and then I can come back and put them onto their respective flannel cuz I mean everything should make pretty much sense with what I'm going to put it on. So let's do that. Let's do some batching. Now I'm going to be 100% straight up on this that I don't even think I have enough interfacing to do all of these flannels, but you know. Uh Great job on the viral video, first time in a live. Well, hello, nerd affiliated. Yeah, okay. I was making sure I'm reading that right. Welcome to the live, and thank you very much. That video is definitely viral for me. Like, I know it's not like millions of views, but like for me, that I usually get like 100 views on a video, 34,000 is crazy. Absolutely crazy. So thank you, and welcome to Alive. It's basically the same energy, but it's just like I'm more so just talking. Like it may be a little more rambly than whenever I get to do it like edit a video, but it's okay. So, but I hope that you're having a good day. Hope or that you had a good day or am having a good day. Um, let's see. Oh, I can do that one though because I've already put interfacing on it. Okay. I'm trying to think ahead here. All right. So let's do this. All right, we're going to adjust that down. We're going to go over here to the sewing table. I'm going to scooch on over here. And let's get the chat on my phone so that I can make sure to read what y'all have going on. Da, 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 da. Okay, there we go. And let's see if I can turn this over too so I can see it like that. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, there we go. Now what are you doing, Bobbin? So those of you that didn't get to see me on Tuesday, so there's this thing in the sewing world to where when you're sewing, you know, a sewing machine has two different threads. It has the top thread and it has a bobbin thread. Okay, well, most times the bobbin thread you can't see like what you're doing. Well, with my machine it's older and my bobbin is on the side of my machine, so I can't see like if it's going empty or not. But I got to the end of my flannel on Tuesday and my bobbin ran out right at the end and it was freaking gold. It was absolutely gold. I was so impressed by that. So I was just like, yeah, today's a good day. Yeah. Yeah, so anyway, got fuzzies on it. We got fuzzies on it. Alright, so let's do what we did before. Get my get my sewing, my ironing mat, not sewing mat. And let's get our iron plugged up. We're just gonna ignore the cords that are on the floor because cord management has never been a strong point of mine. So we're just gonna don't judge. Just don't judge here. In case you are new and you don't know how it goes here, this is a judgment-free zone. So okay. So now I have my shirt, Dr. Pepper, always one of a kind. I like to lay it out nice and flat, and I'm going to start with my upcycling process. I like to use my rotary cutter as my favoriteest tool of all time. Also, much better when it's like super sharp. I need to sharpen my blade or change my blade. I talk about that a lot actually in my past videos. I don't think I've mentioned it in a while, but I used to say, "Oh, I need to change my rotary cutter." And I'd get comments that are like, "Yeah, you know, it's unsafe to use a dull blade." It's like, "Yeah, well, also blades are like not always the cheapest." Alright, we got sleeves that we can use for something else. We're just going to put those to the side for now. Alright, now we have our shirt. I'm going to open it up like this. And I'm going to cut it right down the side. Then we open it up here. I'm going to cut it here. And so now I've got this whole big old piece right here that I can use for something else. If I wanted to make another one of these, yes, of course I made this out of t-shirts because of course all of these, I just really like what I did with the peace sign. I don't know, the color scheme on here just really worked out really well. What's up, Honey Forte? Forte? Honey, Honey I'm just gonna call you Honey. What's up, Honey? We are making upcycled flannels. That is what we got going on the agenda. We are doing we're putting a graphic on the back of a flannel. So what I'm doing now is I am deconstructing the shirt so that I can put interfacing on the back. And then that is going to help keep everything nice and stable whenever we go to do it. Oh, how long did it take for me to make this shirt? Um, it wasn't too bad. So on this shirt, I'll just give you a little tour. I'll give you a little tour of my shirt. So this was made, like I said, made out of just t-shirt material, so it's just like some upcycled shirts. And I deconstructed them. I had a main shirt, which was like this, the top and the back. And then I took these other shirts and I just cut like rectangles out of them. Here, let me make this big while I'm talking about this. Okay, so yeah, so I made some squares. Oh yeah, yeah. It's the same shirts that I did down here, and I just made like a little collage. And what's funny about this is like when I made it, I didn't realize that like I made my peace sign wrong. I didn't put like the piece, like the one down here. But then when I called it out, everybody was like, I didn't even notice. I didn't either. I didn't even notice until I posted it on like Instagram, and I was like, wait a minute. Something's weird on that. But it still works. You get the idea. But yeah, so this is I don't know if you can see. My seams are serged. I have a serger. It's over behind me over there. And yeah, I just pieced it together. It's poncho style. It's just a big rectangle basically. You know? Big rectangle here. And on the sides, like I have on like an undershirt or whatever, but like on the sides it's just tacked down just so that it's not like all the way open. But yeah, it's very flowy. Yeah, you like the model poses. I'm like, ooh. I'm a nerd, okay? You gotta understand, I'm a big old nerd. Like always have been, always will be. But yeah, those but yeah, it didn't take me too long to do. Especially with my serger. I mean, with the serger, like things just they go pretty easy. So I have a tutorial on my page if you want to check it out. It's I could probably find the link. Let's see. Let me find the link while I got y'all here. I'll make it easier for you so you don't have to go like searching for it. Um, share and share. Yeah, that is the tutorial that I did for that. That was a few months ago. I've got that one, and I've also got one a little bit similar to it. To where I did like a t-shirt dress. Well, I was gonna do a t-shirt dress, and then it just kind of turned into like a long shirt. So anyway, if you want to check those out, those are available. If you want to make your own, I'm always wanting people to like sew. I think it's such a useful skill. And it's just fun, especially when you can use upcycled stuff because you don't ever know what you're gonna find at the yard sales, at the thrift store, at the vintage store. Like it's just always an adventure. So yeah, you can check those out if you would like. And I do also sell my stuff. You can see the over this way. I sell stuff on Etsy, so if you want to check that out and see what I have available, like I said, I have a lot of flannels that are going to be added in the next few days. This whole YouTube fiasco has really thrown a wrench into like the other things that I was gonna do, but it's okay. But yeah, so let's get back over here and we'll get this stabilized. Now what I do is I like to put some sort of interfacing on here to make it easier to sew because, t-shirt material is stretchy and it can be finicky if you don't kind of give it some structure. So I'll cut my piece like a little bit bigger than what I want the final size to be, and then I'll interface it. There's another piece that is perfect for, something. I don't know what, but I can sew a bit to make a couple times whenever you. Oh yeah, this. Let me tell you about the serger though. I got mine during lockdown, so yeah, it was one of the best purchases I've ever made. Like I am so glad that I went ahead and got it. And it was on sale at Walmart. So it was like $120 now. Like now I think they're like 230 or something like that. I don't know. They're like way more, but like when I got it, it was like on super duper sale and I was like, I'm going for it. I was so excited. Now, the question is, where did I put my interfacing? I swear. I swear I just had it. What did I do with it? Y'all are gonna think that I'm just like completely unhinged. And I just want to let you know that it's true. Okay. And this is how I know that I need to like do some reorganizing because I Dang. That is absolutely crazy. Oh, silly. Hide it from myself. I have an older model serger, but have not tried to. Yeah, some of those sergers that are out there are like intimidating. I mean, they're super duper intimidating, and I am like scared of them. Mine is a Brother Lock 1034DX, and it is very, very user friendly. So that is my recommendation if you want a serger that is not going to scare you off. Oh, let me get in the middle of my table. Okay, so I have my interfacing here. This is a blah, blah, blah. This is called a fusible interfacing. It has like a bumpy side and it has a smooth side. The bumpy side has adhesive on it, and that is what we want to put on the wrong side of our t-shirt. So I'm just lining this up here, getting it nice and smooth. And like I said, it's going to be a little bit oversized because I'm going to cut it down once I get the interfacing on it. Can we define serger for us newbies? Oh, I surely can. I surely can. Let me do that for you right now. Yes, they are machines for finishing seams, or machines for finishing seams. That's a tongue twister. Oh my God. Okay, so this, can you see that, honey? Alright, this is a serger. And basically what like makes it kind of definitive of a serger is that it has 4 big old threads on it. It's got 4 big old threads like that. And there we go. And it's got these knobs on it, like the brother ones are color coded. And whenever you have like your instructions, see, you have your instructions. See, I have them very close by. There's a lot of things you can do with this machine, and it's not as bad as it looks, I promise. Like, as long as you thread it in the right order and you follow all the loop-de-loops, then it's really not a big deal. But yeah, this is the one that I use. It's probably, like I said, people probably like shun it and probably look down upon it, but I love it. I love it. So, new vocal exercise, machine seams. Yeah, yeah, exactly. But yeah, so this is called a serger. And like I said, what it does is it just, here, I can actually demonstrate for you. I love this. I love this so much because I'm just like, I get, again, I get to nerd out. Okay, so I have this piece of fabric and I have this piece of fabric. And if I want to combine these, like this is just like pieces of sweatshirt, pieces of fleece. So if I wanted to put these together and I want to use my serger, then all I got to do is put it in here, and that is the seam that you get. Just like that. Nice and finished. It's not raw. Of course, since it's fleece, like, it's not going to be raw anyway, but I mean, it's the same concept of if you're using fleece or if you're using cotton, linen, anything like that. It gives you a nice, clean seam. Very professional, I would say. So, that is what a serger is. You like that? You like that? Yeah. Yeah, I absolutely love it. Like, again, that was one of the best purchases I've ever made. So, yeah. But yeah, hopefully all of that made sense and that your honey's like my mind is blown now. So, oh, yeah. All right. So back to our interfacing. I'm just kind of cutting it down closer to the actual size here. And then I'm going to fuse this to the interfacing. Now there's a couple ways you can do this. What I like to do is I like to do it face down like this. And some people like to use a pressing cloth. I like to use parchment paper. And I've got my little iron. Come here now. This is one of the struggles of having like a small sewing area. But every interfacing is going to be different. Like some want you to use a wet cloth. Sometimes I will spray a little bit of water on here. I have a little starch mixture over there, and I guess it would be considered a starch, but it's just like a little bit of vodka mixed in with mostly water, and it works out, just some cheap vodka. And yeah, it works out really well too. So, but yeah, once you follow the instructions, now you've got this all ironed on, and yeah, I just use my parchment paper and just make sure everything's flat. This particular interfacing does not really, you don't have to apply too much heat to it. But yeah, you just want to make sure you follow the instructions for whatever brand that you use. This brand too, this is a Pelon brand, and I've had it for a while. This is one of the last purchases that I got from Joann's, RIP Joann's. Even though I'd never really bought fabric from there, I did get notions, and I liked to look at their remnant section. But yeah, don't have that option now. But that's what thrift stores are all about. It's just the same as when you get a pattern and you have to pin those pieces of paper. Um, kinda. I would say it's kind of the same, but like pattern pieces don't have a sticky side. The interfacing has like a side that has like little, it's, I don't know, it's like a rough side and it has adhesive on it. But like when you're working with a pattern, you're just basically, yeah, pinning it to your fabric temporarily. So yeah, it's a little the same, but pretty much different. I know that's probably not a good answer, but hopefully that makes sense. But yeah, so now that we've got our interfacing on here, now our shirt is not nearly as stretchy and it's way more stable. So whenever we apply it to the flannel, it's not going to be nearly as hard to sew. And I know I said that I was going to like do stuff in stages, but I'm not going to do that. I changed my mind. Same but different, exactly. Right. Same but different. You got it. Okay. All right, I got my t-shirt fuzzies, so I'm just using a little piece of that fleece to wipe off my table. I do have like a little sticky thing. It's kind of like those sticky buddy tools that you can wash it, but it's just as easy just to get a little piece like this. Yeah, exactly. Stabilizer. Stabilizes what you got going on. All right. So now we've got our flannel. Oh, actually, before I do that, yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, stabilize it and just makes it to where it's not, because like I said, now I can pull on this, but it just doesn't have nearly as much give as like a normal t-shirt. You see how that curled? You know how t-shirts just curl like that? That's something that can happen if you don't stabilize your shirt. I'm here, got distracted, lost on. What have you missed? Oh, nothing. We are having show and tell with a serger, and we are talking about stabilizing fabric. So you haven't missed much. So you're good. You're good. You're only, how late are you? Yeah, you're only 45 minutes late. I won't hold it against you. All right. So when I'm cutting this for the back of the flannel, sometimes I'll do a contour where I'll cut it to shape. Sometimes I'll do a rectangle or a square. It just depends on what kind of mood I'm in. And as far as the sizing, it's all vibes, y'all. It's literally all vibes. So I don't have any sort of guidance on like a size of what you should do. It should just be something that's proportional and whatever feels good to you. No, I'm kidding. I would never get on to you. For real. I just have to give my besties a hard time sometimes. It's all in play. We're all playing around. So, but yeah, no, there is definitely no science to this. It's just whatever feels right. That's what most of the things that I make when I'm sewing is just, does it feel right? Okay, cool. Is it perfect? Oh, absolutely not. Hell no. But is it definitive me? You you bet your bottom dollar it is. So, But yeah, I'm just doing a rectangle for this. Just lining it up with the grid that's on my table. Alright. Hit the corners of that just a little bit. That's the one thing about this little iron. Okay, I'm gonna do a little thing about this iron. Okay, so this is an Oliso Project iron. It's an M3 Pro. I eyeballed this iron for a long time. A long time. And then my husband was like, "Alright, here's you an iron. Because you've been looking at it too long." And I was like, "Okay. It's fine. It's fine. Okay? I'm gonna say that. It's fine. If I had a choice to get a one now, I would probably research something different. And I'm going to tell you why. The reason why is because when it gets heated up, I don't know if it's like one of these LED lights or if it's this LED light or something, but there is something on this iron when it heats up, it has a really, really, really high pitched like whine to it. And nobody else would probably hear it, but like now that I know it's there and I can tune into it, it sucks. It sucks. It gets hot enough, but it's just not. I'm just not. I don't know. Maybe that's something that they've improved now because I've had this iron for a few years now, but when I tuned into that and I heard it for the first time, I was disappointed. All right, let me tell y'all something too. It's fine. That's what she said. Yeah, right. That is. Like, it's fine. It's okay. Pretty much. Okay, so the one thing that I have not exactly figured out that I like about doing these flannels and put it on the back is when a flannel has this part. I wonder if you can see that, but it's got the little pleated part on the back and it's not just flat all the way across. That's the one thing that is a little bit tricky. I haven't figured out if it makes more sense to like lay this flat and then have it buckle, whenever you're wearing it, or if I just iron it over the pleats, which is what I've been doing. It seems to be working okay, but I don't know. I don't know. Sometimes it doesn't want to exactly lay. That's why I keep fiddling with this so much. If you're wondering why I keep fiddling with this and not just freaking ironing it down, that's why. Oh, well, I didn't think about that, Connie. I didn't think about just sewing them down. What is it even there for? Is it there to give you like room in the shoulder? That's the only thing that I worry about if I sew them down is like if there will be enough rooms in the shoulder like for stretch. Um, but I guess like even if I do sew that down over it, it would still be reducing that stretch down. Hmm. Yeah, that's a good point. I really didn't even think about that. Just sewing them down. Cause like I said, what I've been doing now is I've just been taking this and just kind of laying it and then just sewing it down anyway. Okay. I think it was still fit. Okay. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was thinking that it was there, yeah, to give you just some more expansion. Yeah. Okay. Well, this is one of those things to where it's an upcycled item. You have to understand that it's being modified, and there's just some things that when things are modified, changes happen. Oh, Queen, well, I'm almost there. All I'm trying to do is get it evened out, and then I was gonna sew it down. So, I probably have about, I don't know, like 10 minutes. Because I'm about to spray this thing down. What I like to do is I like to spray base this. Let me get my adhesive. I use spray base adhesive to put it down here. And again, this is just eyeballs and vibes, really. But yeah, you're losing about a half inch. You're right. You're right. It's just me overthinking it. Does that gum up your needle at all when you sew through it? No. I mean, I set it like that, and like I put a little bit in the corners too, cause I don't want this stuff to go everywhere. I haven't noticed it really gumming up my needle. I'll show you. I'll move y'all around to my needle whenever I go to sew it down, which is right now. Let's see. Do I have a zigzag? I got my two. Okay. Yeah, let's move over here. And I'll show y'all how it goes when I sew this down. Oh, hold on. See, if I was professional, I would have like a bunch more cameras, but I ain't got money all like that, so. Okay, thanks. I'll check out the finished product on demand later. Have a good night. Well, have a good night, Queen. Thank you for joining. And yes, you'll be able to see the final product on the video on demand. If there's something that you missed and you want to check it out later, or you just want to rewatch it because you're awesome, then yes, this video will be posted to my channel shortly after the stream. Alright, so everybody can see? We can see what's going on? Okay. I'm using a zigzag stitch. I'm using a light gray thread because I basically use gray for everything. Gray or black. I don't color match. I'm not one of those people. But yeah, I'm just going to start at the bottom. And I'm just going to go around. Okay. Alright, that glue did not want to stay. So this is what we're going to do instead. We're going to just pin it. Because it's trying to be a pain in my ass tonight. Hold on a second. Hold on. We're gonna be a pain tonight. Alright. Alright, fine. Let me pin this real quick. Can you tell I don't like to pin anything? Oh, thank you. Thank you. Appreciate that, late Gan. Yeah. I've never tried spray or glue stick, but a lot of people use them. Yeah. I I couldn't do much without it, honestly. I mean, I could, but I feel like that I would just fumble a lot more if I didn't have some sort of something to keep things stable. So, but yes, thank you, Late Gan 1000. Appreciate the encouraging words. All right. All right, we're putting some pins in it. I'm reluctantly putting pins in it. All right, there we go. Now let's go back to where we were. Start over again. There we go. Now sometimes I have to use my little awl. Use my awl. Get over here to the corner. Turn it around. Needle down, turn it around. Alright, needle down, turn it around. I just came up with that little rhyming phrase, so yeah. Not like it's anything new. Alright, here's our little a little area up top that we're just gonna sew right down over. Yeah. Let me get done with this and I'll read the chat, y'all. Alright, and one last side. And secure it down. Alright, what are y'all talking about? What are y'all talking about over here? I heard they recommend that she just uses gray for everything. It works fine. Lord, that would save me money. Yes. Yes. Period. Period. End of story. Gray. Gray. What I have and what I mainly use is, yeah, the gray, white, black. But yeah, once this white and black runs out, I'm probably just gonna end up either having a light gray or a dark gray. So, and that is gonna be it. Have a lot of friends that prefer color matching. They're real particular even when they're not. Yeah, see, I'm not. I'm not particular. I've always matched my thread when I do. I hate threading my machine. Yes, exactly. Like I can't do it. I cannot do it. More power to y'all that can, but that's just not my thing. I need more bobbins for that kind of work. Well, I only use white and black in my serger. Definitely do. Oh my god. Exactly. Yeah, the serger is only getting white. Like that white that I have in there, that's what's gonna stay in there until the end of time. I have some black and I have some navy. And I use the black and navy together. Who cares? Exactly. Who's looking at the thread? Thank you. Nobody. Nobody. Uh-uh. If you're looking at the thread, I'm not doing any kind of competitions or anything like that to where I'm getting judged on my craftsmanship like that. No. Don't. If you're looking at my thread, you're too close to me. You need to back up. Period. Back up. Yes, black white. Yes. Yes. Okay, well, let me bring y'all back over here so you can see what I'm doing. I feel like that the I feel like the white balance is weird when I have the light on. The only reason I close the camera is because you don't need to see the chaos behind me. Don't worry about it, okay? Okay. So the way that I finish off my threads, I don't just cut them because sometimes zigzags tend to want to, if you just cut them, they want to like shrivel up and all that. So what I'm doing is I'm taking my threads and I am putting them into a needle to bring them onto the inside of the shirt, and then I'm going to tie off all of my threads. Now, even though like I went back a couple of stitches, is just what I do. That's how I finish up my threads. So I take my little threader here and put these two inside of it like this. And we are going to take it to the back, or the inside, I guess would be the technical term. The inside of the garment. Okay, I don't know why that one didn't go. That one must have slipped out of the needle. But this is just a little extra something that I do, because just to make sure those threads are not going anywhere. Anywhere. You'd be surprised. I know a lot of people who prefer types of stitches over others. Yeah, and there's a lot of there's a lot of stuff in the sewing world that I've seen over the years, cuz I mean, I've been sewing probably about, it's been over a decade that I've like been sewing like with a machine and stuff like that. Especially in the quilting world, because that's where I come from. Like I come from the quilting world, and yeah, there's a lot of people. The quilt police is real, okay? And yeah, they have a lot of opinions about things, and that's another reason like I want people to learn how to do it their way, because you know, the quilt police, mm-mm, no. Why you got to do it like that? No. I don't have to do it like that if I don't want to, so yeah. Like the zigzag, a couple of people have told me it looks childish. Hey, Bunny Mom, good evening to you. Welcome. Good to see you again. Okay, so you tell them folks. Listen, Dan Ray, listen. You tell them to shut up and that you do it the way that you want to do it, okay? That's what I have to say about that. It's like, if they talking about the zigzag is childish, well then, you know what? If it's so childish, then why does the machine have the option to do it, huh? It's called different strokes from different folks, okay? Anyway, here's the flannel, y'all. Here, let me come over here. I'll show y'all. Let me come over here. Let's make the camera big. I don't think I can wear this one. It looks rustic, not childish, and sometimes exactly. Sometimes that's the look that you want. Like I could use a straight stitch on this, but maybe I don't want to. Yeah, I don't know if I can fit this one. It's a little tight. I was gonna say different stitches for different folks. Yeah, that's true. That is true though. Oh yeah, this is a little tight. Look, I'm a plus size girly, okay? This is an extra large, like a regular extra large. My thing is I have to get something that gives me some room in my arms. You know, I got them strong arms, you know, that want to bust out an outfit sometimes, but anyway, look at that. That's what we got. You like that? You like that? I'm a pepper. See? See? I think that turned out pretty nice. Even if it doesn't quite fit me that well. But yeah, I really like the way that this turned out. Yes. Yes. Anyway. Alright, now I gotta get it off. But yeah, so that is. Let me get a hanger. Let me grab a hanger off of the rack here. Give me just a second. I gotta go off screen for like 2 seconds. Don't flip out. Don't flip out. Alright. I want some Dr. Pepper, but it's not so easy to get in Australia, especially sugar free. Oh, yeah. Hey, what's up, Tig? Have you done a video from pattern to finish? I would really like to start clothes. I have not done one on flannels. Flannel shirts and t-shirts can look generic, but not. Yes. Yes, Pointy, exactly. Yeah, see, this you get a little bit of flair with it. No, I have not. Well, I guess I have from start to finish. I mean, I did it Tuesday and I did it today, so I guess technically, if you look at the live that I did Tuesday and you look earlier on this live, it's pretty much from start to finish. So, but yeah, so here is my Dr. Pepper flannel. And like I said, the sizing on this is a Croft and Barrow extra large. And like I told y'all earlier, whenever I'm thrifting, I will do my best to always look at the label. 100% cotton. That's what we do up in here. So it's nice and soft. Nice and soft. Gotta see. Hey, Jamie, what's going on? Thank you for joining me today. Yes, we just got done with this Dr. Pepper flannel here. Love that. So this will go into my store. Yeah. This will go in my store very, very soon. I love it. I've convinced myself that Diet Dr. Pepper tastes more like regular Dr. Pepper. Spoiler alert, it doesn't, but my teeth appreciate it. Is this being auctioned? I'm not auctioning right now, but I want to do a whatnot stream very, very soon. I have a whole lot of flannels. I honestly don't feel like putting them in my Etsy store. I might just do a whatnot show and do them there because it's way easier on whatnot. Like, I've done 3 shows on there and it was awesome. So, but yeah. So I'm going to add this to the ones that I got to add into the store. But yeah, no, I really like whatnot because I mean, I don't have to go through the whole thing of like going and putting in a description and doing this and doing that. I can literally just hold it up and show the measurements and, you know, show the materials and just be like, hey, I made this. I have proof. You can go and watch my videos if you want to see me making it. And yeah, so I really really like doing whatnot shows, but I haven't done one in like, oh wow, I haven't done one in almost 2 months because I kind of ran out of things to show. Like there was like I did 3 shows, and there were some of the items that I auctioned and presented, and they were repeats, and I was like, I feel like I need some fresh inventory. But now that it's been almost a couple months, I have some new things to show. So anyway, yeah, hey Mary, what's up? Yeah, that's what I'm saying is like, I mean, a little bit of, there's no shame in a little bit of coin and what you're doing. So I'm just saying. That's why I put the that's why I put this up there. In case, in case you're interested, there's no pressure obviously. I did not know that people did auctions over here. Like I've seen people do like fabric sales and stuff, like fabric shops, and they'll be like, oh, it's something something a yard and things like that. But I've never seen anybody like do an auction kind of like they do on Instagram. Yeah, like they do that, like people go live and they're like, yeah, no, I've never done that. I've just done the sales on whatnot. But the community over there is awesome. Like I didn't know anybody whenever I started. I mean, I have my upcycling community, which is the Refashion Rebels, and like I have my Twitch community. They pretty much will hang out with me no matter where I go. So yeah, it was just one of those things to where sometimes the communities don't always mix, but sometimes they do, and it's just about finding where your folks are and finding people that enjoy what you do. So yeah. Yeah, yeah. Records, figurines, clothing. Really? Dang. Yeah, I had no idea. That is good to know, Tig. Thank you for sharing that for real. Um, yeah, I had no idea that like that kind of thing happens over here. Well, cool. All right, well, there's the Dr. Pepper one done. Okay, and that only took me a little over an hour, so now it's time to hydrate. All right, whatever you got in your cup, I got my logo on here. Whatever you got in your cup, cheers. Everyone, cheers. Ding, ding. So, like I told y'all earlier, I just have water. Nothing exciting, but yeah. So yeah, cheers. Have you ever done bonnets? No, I have not. But it's funny that you say that because I have a silk bonnet that I bought a long time ago. I have the one, and I've been wanting to make myself another like couple because we gotta. If I gotta wash that one, then I gotta use a scarf, and then it's like a whole thing. But I went to like I told myself I was like, oh, I'm gonna make a bonnet, and I have some silk and satin over here somewhere, but I don't know where I stashed it away. It is stashed away. I hid it from myself, and the reason I hid it from myself is because I hate sewing with satin. I hate it so much. The fibers that come off of satin are terrible, and they make me itch. Like I don't know what it is. It must be some sort of sensitivity or something, but whatever it is, and I mean this was like, you know, this was like new material. Like the satin that I have was not upcycled, but the fibers, it's just they go everywhere, and I hate them so much. But I was like, I'm just gonna, go for it. I'm just gonna do it, but I gotta find my material. So that's the long-winded way of saying I don't know what the hell I did with it. So, one day I'll find it. One day I'll find it. um, all the bonnets I see are so boring looking like granny. Like, yeah, exactly. I wish, yeah, exactly. What chaos? Jamie, have you met me? Don't you know that I'm just full of chaos? Like that's just my persona. It's who I am. All right, what we're gonna do is since I already have this one cut out and pinned and ready to go, I think I might even have it. Oh no, I didn't put any basting spray on it, or did I? Oh, I did. Oh, well then why didn't I sew this the other day? Huh? I don't know. And what is this spot? Hold on, there's like a spot on this. And I don't remember that being there whenever I cut it out. I think that's just the spray adhesive, like where it oversprayed. Let me see. Yeah, y'all see that? You probably can't even see it in the camera, but there's like this little spot. Can I? Let me see. Oh. Um, this probably won't work. I'm probably about to ruin this shirt. Did you just shut off? Oh, it did shut off. You would shut off right when I need you. Yeah, I think that's just overspray from the adhesive. Because it's going away. What does it say? No stain, acid free, no CFCs, extremely flammable, washable, can be dry cleaned. Well, alright, well, what about this? Can we do this? So, if I like ruined this shirt, then you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna end up putting some bleach on it. Alright, we gotta try not to get it on the graphic itself. See, this is the kind of thing that people can edit out. Bro, what are we doing here? I think I just made it worse. Well, you know what? I'm gonna continue on with it because then I can still wash it again. This is already, these have already been washed. Like whenever I go thrifting, I clearly wash everything before I do anything with it. Um, oh, I can also just cover that up with something. I could cover it up with like hearts or something. Yeah, I might end up doing something like that. That's I mean, I don't know. That's like the beauty of like upcycled items. Is like if something looks like it's about to be jacked up, you can always just cover it up with something, you know? Damn, that's gonna piss me off. Hello, Claudia. Welcome to the party. Welcome. What company would you recommend to buy clothing patterns from? Be a pepper. Yes, exactly. Be a pepper. Indeed. Showing my age. No, no, you are good. I mean, that's a good question. Most of the patterns that I get, I have a lot of ones that were given to me. Thankfully, I have like people like when I did a bunch of craft fairs last year, I had people that like offered to give me fabric. They offered to give me like sewing notions, all sorts of stuff. And I'm thankful that I have like a small group of people that like they kind of know that like, hey, she might appreciate this. Now, I haven't been able to take everything that people want to give me cuz I don't have infinite space. Um hmm I don't know. I mean, I would say that like the patterns that I have a butterick pattern that's pretty good, and I have simplicity ones. I guess the ones that I tend to get are simplicity. Yeah, I would say that that would be and I don't even know if McCall's is still in business. There was that whole thing where the big four pattern companies and it was like a whole big shenanigan thing that happened. Um yeah, I don't know what is even going with that. You can make it look like bubbles, you know how carbonation gives it. Oh, that's good. Oh, I like that. I like that idea a lot because I don't know what. Oh, man. Oh, Connie, you are a genius. Listen, hold on. And see, this is why I keep pieces of shirt because you just never know what kind of inspiration is going to happen. So, yeah, I could make like little bubbles. All right, I'm going to come back to that idea. eBay sells a lot of different lots of patterns that are vintage. Also Etsy. Yes, and like every time I go thrifting, like every time, there's always a giant pile of patterns. Like a giant pile. Dang now. Um so yeah, I usually will always browse through them when I'm thrifting, but if you want to like have a place to where you can go to get them, I really don't know. I should probably know, but yeah, I just don't. I'm not a good resource for that, and I'm sorry. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, thrift stores. Yes. That's my recommendation for mostly everything is thrift stores. All right, y'all know I always get quiet when I'm sewing because clearly I'm in the zone over here. This is another one that's got the little fold. Just sew right over it. Good to know. Gotta head out. Can't wait for the next chat. Don't forget to. Yes, yes. Thank you, Tig. Thank you for joining me and for being so chatty and hanging out. I hope that you have a great evening. And if I don't stream again before next Tuesday, I'll see you then. Hope you have a good weekend. Let's see. Regarding the bubbles, I would experiment on something first. You may think of several ways to do it. Well, yeah, I could experiment with a couple of different ways versus just going crazy with it. You're right. I got a couple of ideas brewing in my head while I'm sitting here sewing. All right. Another one done. Another one done. I mean the bulk of it done besides adding some bubbles or seeing if this is going to come out. I really do like the bubble idea though. But yeah, I'll probably look at it for like a day or two and like kind of theory craft how to do it. If your Washington spot comes out, you won't need to add bubbles. I have to remind myself to experiment on something before. Yeah, that's right. And not just go crazy with it. Yeah, you're right. You're right. It's just like be like, oh, okay, I don't need to just go like all out with it. This was fun and your shirt is great. I never find good teas. This one will sell fast. I'm hoping so. Because like I was saying earlier, it was like Dr. Pepper has always had like I don't even know, I guess it could be kind of like a cult following. Um and Diet Coke too. I mean, I guess every soda really has like, their fans that just are like, I need this in my life. I can't live without it. But yeah. So you get excited. I understand. I understand getting excited. I get excited when I go on Pinterest. Like I'm really not the one to really like doom scroll per se. Like I'm usually whenever I get home, I'm doing some sort of crafty thing and I don't really pick up my phone until like probably the last, I don't know, hour or so before I go to bed, which is probably not the best thing, but I'm not on TikTok like looking at doom and gloom. I'm usually like on Pinterest looking for other shiny things to try. So just trying to be crafty, trying to, keep my mind busy and not dwell on, all the negativity that's around. Okay, dude. All right, what are we doing now? I cut that thread too small. But yeah, Pinterest is, oh man. I can get lost in there. I get down a rabbit hole of, oh, look at this. I've got some scrap fabric. Let me try doing this. Oh my gosh. Take your time, dude. Take your time. This is me talking to myself. Slow down. Okay, you know what? Forget it. I'm over it. I tied it twice. That's good enough. Okay. All right. All right, here's the next one done. Bedazzle it with rhinestone bubbles. Oh, no, that actually is a good idea. That's actually a good idea. All right. Here is another flannel. Of course, this one, like again, this one was already like pretty much done. I need a Diet Coke. Yeah, you can see that spot on camera. Okay, we need to find a bedazzler at the thrift store. Yeah. Yes, that would be a great. Yeah, we do love sparkles though. We do. That we are a sparkle household here. So, this one I oh, see, sizes are crazy. So this one is a size large. And it fits better than the extra large did. Hey, stray to stay cat diaries. No, I do not knit. I do not knit. I don't knit. I don't crochet. I don't embroidery. Unless it's like my little badges that I was showing y'all earlier. And that's not even really embroidery. That's just me using embroidery floss to make a detail. But yeah, no, I don't do knitting or crocheting or any of that. I am strictly sewing. Yeah, pretty much sewing. So, yeah. But that's an excellent question. All right, y'all. We got a second one done in record time. I think this one turned out pretty cute though. I know that I can't keep everything that I make, like it's literally impossible, but yeah, if you need a Diet Coke, then this is for you. Or if you know anybody that needs a Diet Coke, then this is for you. Yes. Anyway. Yeah, that's crazy how that one fits so much better than the other one. I mean, it's still tight in the arms, but it's still pretty good. I'm gonna put this one on my dress form. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that looks nice. Okay. Yeah. All right. Both shirts turned out really cute. Well, thank you, Connie. I appreciate that. I just like to twirl. I like to twirl. Yeah, and also came over here to hydrate, so let me scooch over here. Let me scooch over here while I hydrate, and I'm gonna chat with y'all a little bit. So, yeah, yeah. Um, I will take this time here. I know I didn't talk about the YouTube stats earlier, but I don't want to go without giving y'all just a little tiny update. I'm not going to dwell on it or anything, but since we have been accomplished and we've gotten 2 items done so far, I wanted to share some of my YouTube stats with you. Just for those that have found me with my little video that popped off, and those of you that might be interested in how close I am and if I'm there and things like that. So, with my video, I have definitely been shown to a lot of new people. And it's really, really cool to have, to just be like, hey, hey. But I will say that whenever you're thinking about your watch hours with YouTube and like your views, you have to also you have to consider the view duration, like how long people are watching your video. Now, it does change a lot over like the peak of your video. And like the one that's got all the views, my view duration is not the greatest. It's basically like 3 minutes out of 13 minutes. I had a comment on a video. It may have been that video or the other one that was like, oh, 13 minutes times however many views equals like 8,700 watch hours or something like that. And I commented, I was like, yeah, that would be great if everybody watched the whole video all the way through, but that's just not the reality of how it is sometimes. And so I get it. But if I look at my like rolling total for the 365 days, as of today, in my analytics, when I look at my chart, my total watch time is 3,874.1. That is what's on the chart. That's, like I said, the 365. Now, the back end of YouTube lags behind quite a few days. I think it's like 4 or 5 days. So when I go to like my eligibility stats for earning, so on the first level, and this is going to be as of August 15th is where it's at so far. And like I said, it's not going to catch up for quite a few days. But on my eligibility on the first level of monetization for the 3,000 watch hours, my qualified ones on my eligibility are 2304. So 2,304 qualified watch hours. So I basically have 700 more before I can get to that first level, which I'm confident that I'm going to get there probably tomorrow or the next day. And then the 4,000 is, I mean, it's the same number. It's 2304. So once it catches up, as long as I keep it going, I mean, there should not be any reason why I shouldn't hit 4K very, very soon once it, catches up to everything. So, um, oh, did the volume go down? Oh, sorry. I might have had the microphone. It might have gone out a little bit. I'm sorry. Is that better straight to stay? I don't mean to eat the microphone either, but but yeah, so that video that popped off really, that's better. Okay, cool. Um that video, I just, it's crazy. I mean, I still like even the comments that I've gotten during the live, like on my phone that pops up. I'm just like, it's definitely not getting pushed like it was the other day. And I told my husband, like, I can tell by how many comments I'm getting that my peak day is over, and that's to be expected. But it's been a wild ride. A wild ride. But yeah, just to see those numbers go like that, and then like I said, y'all continue to show up and just hang out with me during these lives. Like, yeah, there is no reason why the 4,000 is not going to happen within the next like week or so. But again, I'm not going to get like celebratory or whatever until I get the invitation. Until I get the invitation and do the stuff and do all the things, then we're going to have a live stream. We're going to do a video and we're going to have a good time. But until I do it all the way through, I'm just going to keep humble, keep chill, keep doing the damn thing and showing up. So we get there, and that I have to thank y'all for that. Y'all are the ones that found me and are showing up and are supporting me. So thank you. Thank you very much. Y'all are great. I love it. So, yeah, no, it was. It was. It was definitely something to where, and I think that really is the thing, is just like, I did not expect it. I did not expect it to pop off like that at all, but it did, and I'm thankful. And yeah, so definitely just getting to those goals. It was like one of those things to where, reading the comments coming through, and there's been some unhinged comments. I mean, there's been some that just turned off. There's some people that I've hid from my channel because they were just saying some crap. There's probably some more in there that I need to whatever, but what it is like the haters are not gonna make me be like, oh, I'm gonna shrivel up and just disappear. No, the hell I'm not. That just gives me more motivation to be like, I showed you what I can do with my 9 to 5 job and doing this and doing that. I got a lot of things going on. But yeah, so that's what we doing. But yeah, I am so grateful to all of you for hanging out and just being a part of it and just following along for the ride. So it's really really cool and y'all are awesome. So, no, Connie, it's all good. I mean, my lives, like, I know a lot of people can't just hang out for, 2 hours on a random Thursday. But, I mean, that's why I just leave them posted so that if, you want somebody to hang out with or, you just need some company or something, I got you. I got you. I'm here for you. Just like y'all are here for me, I'm here for you. So, but but yeah. Yeah, it was yeah, I'm declaring it. Yes, Georgina, you got it. You got it all but oh. I I just try I just try to hang out and like just I never I don't know. I guess when you post content online, you are trying to inspire people in a way, but not like in an influencer type of way, if that makes sense. I just think that sewing is cool and think that other people might enjoy it. So, yeah, so that I guess in that way, being an inspiration is pretty neat. And especially like if you're not just trying to be all like pompous about it and be like, yeah, look at me because I'm a cool guy, something like that. Like, no, that is not how I roll. I'm just like, hey, I would be doing this if I was on camera or not. So why not like invite some cool people to see what's going on? So what's up? What's up, MOP85? Hello, welcome to the chat. I found you through through the Rebels. Yes, exactly. Yeah. Right, right. What's your favorite comment that you've gotten so far? Oh wow, my favorite comment. Oh boy. Um I think probably my favorite comment, just because it's so ridiculous and it makes me know that you didn't watch the video, is like the person that told me that I need to get a 9 to 5 job, and I was just like, I don't know. I mean, I know that's like probably not a favorite comment or whatever, but I mean because I mean it's been 95% positivity. I mean, there's just been so many people that are just like, keep going, keep pushing, let's freaking do this, I mean, that's been the majority of it. But again, you got them folks, some keyboard warriors, they're going to be like, yeah, you need to get a 9 to 5 job. And I'm like, hey, if you watch the video, I said it in there that I have one. That, I've got goals that I'm trying to do. Like, what are you talking about? So, like, it's just funny to me. I'm like, hey, if you want to be weird like that, hey, that's bring on the engagement. Bring it on. I don't care. The trolls. I'm not about to feed the trolls, but I'll read the comment and just be like, okay, dude. Like whatever you want to say. Oh boy. But yeah, it's been a ride. It has been something to see, and I'm continuing to see how it plays out. Um, but yeah, no, y'all have been just so motivating, And it's just like so many people this that may really really feel the same way. They do. They're just like, what the crap? What the crap? So, um it'd be fun if you did an occasional thrifting video, show us how you pick your shirts. Listen, Pointy, okay, so let me tell you. This was something that I was talking to with my husband, is what we were talking about, like a thrifting type of video like that, because um yeah, it would be like to get the ideas of like when I'm going through and I'm like trying to pick shirts. Yeah, that's it. Let me hold on. Hold on. So if you're here Tuesday, I told y'all that I was going to be writing stuff down. Sewing lessons on live stream. This was a suggestion by I can't remember who it was, but I was like, I'm gonna write it in my little notebook. Sewing lessons on live stream. We're gonna do thrifting, thrifting, um, blog. I guess that would be a blog with. It would be hard to do that live. I mean, it could be done, but that would be probably more like a long form video. But yeah, like a thrifting blog. All right. It's been written down in the notebook, so that wills it to be. That wills it to be. Um, rebels. Yes, I. You know I'm a rebel. You know I'm a rebel. I suggested a video in the comments when we went to the outlet thrift store. People were swarming to the new. Oh yeah, that would be cool. Yeah. Okay, honey, you like that +1 for sewing lessons on live? Okay. Okay. Yeah. I've heard that as a comment people uh that's a comment. Oh, so I think they're just trolls. Exactly. Exactly. I know they're just trolls, so that's why I'm unbothered. Plus, I've been in the streaming world for far too long to be bothered by some BS like that. How often do you go live? Well, what I am doing now, which I successfully did it, I'm going to give myself a pat on the back. I've been telling myself for like weeks now that I want to start going back live twice a week, Tuesdays and Thursdays. Mondays, I'm usually worn out, first day of the week at work or whatever. Like, so Mondays, I'm usually just like a blob. But Tuesdays and Thursdays are usually pretty good because it gives me a day to like fix the chaos from after a stream. But there may be like an occasional weekend stream, like a Saturday, Sunday. More likely a Sunday. Um, so yeah, but now my current schedule that I want to stick to is Tuesdays, Thursdays, 6 p.m. Central is good for me because it gives me time to decompress and make sure my computer's not gonna blow up or something like that. So yeah, 2 times a week so far. Just because you're comfortable and you do exactly. Listen, I understand about the being sensitive. As a child, I was extremely sensitive. My mom will never let me live it down. She's mentioned it so many times over the years, but in my kindergarten report card, like an actual physical report card, piece of card stock, um, my teacher wrote about me being too sensitive. And that's in kindergarten. I'm 5 years old. Like, don't be talking to me about being sensitive, lady. Like, you don't know me. But, yeah. So, I've definitely had sensitive days. Um, I think probably what has helped me get a thicker skin was being in the restaurant industry for so many years. That's where I started my career. And I mean, I was in restaurants for a long time. Um, so yeah, and I mean restaurant management, you gotta have a thick skin. You gotta have a thick skin when you gotta hire and fire people. You're having to let somebody go and they're like crying because they're about to lose their job. That's not something that anybody wants to do, but I've had to do it. I've had to deal with people like rude customers, cussing at me, stuff like that. People having fights, like fist fights in the bar area of the restaurant that I mean, like I've had to encounter a lot of things in restaurant management. So I feel like that was probably the start of me kind of growing my thick skin. So, yeah, I'm not going to tolerate any bull crap. So, and then we can all share pictures of our projects inspired by you. Oh, boy, I don't want to grade y'all. I don't want to grade y'all on your projects. Um, I'll be like, Pointy used the wrong color thread in their item, so you get a demerit off of your whatever. You get a B minus. No. I don't Okay, what did that teacher exactly? Like, what do you do? What did you think that you were gonna accomplish by writing in my report card about that at such a young age? I guess I don't know. Maybe that's just what they did back in. Oh boy, what year would that be? Late 80s? Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's what they did back in the 80s. Wow, that's weird to say. That's back in my day. That's weird to say. But yeah, it would have been the late 80s when that happened. So, wow, that is so weird to say. Huh. Okay. Well, it is what it is. But yeah, I don't know what the teacher was going to accomplish with that, um but yeah, no, I'm not going to tolerate any crap. I'm just going to block you. Like if you're going to say some stupid stuff, yeah, you're going to get blocked. I'm going to hide it from my channel because who the hell cares what you have to say? If you're going to come in here, you be like, who's shitting your Cheerios today? I'm not the one, so don't deflect what you got going on me. I'm not the one, and today is not the day. So that's my that's what I got going on. But yeah. Anyway, um, okay. So what is this? Thunderstorm warning. What the thunderstorm warning doing? Okay. I guess there is a thunderstorm. There's a big thunderstorm coming through. I don't really know what's happening, but yeah, so I guess I'm gonna just go ahead and stop the stream right here. I am a little hungry as well. I did not have dinner beforehand. I had a decent snack, but 2 hours of chatting it up and doing projects and stuff, I've riled up a little bit of an appetite, and plus I want to eat before the storm happens, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, but again, thank y'all so very much for joining me on this Thursday. We did get two flannels. Again, y'all can see how that went and see how lovely they turned out. But yeah, what I'll do is I'm gonna go ahead and go. I will see y'all Tuesday, next Tuesday, 6 o'clock Central Time. If something happens, I'll post it on the YouTube post thing. But other than that, yeah, I might stream this weekend. Don't hold me to it. But anywho, thank y'all so much for watching. Have a great rest of your week and weekend. If I don't see you again, bye. Um, I guess it helps if I end the stream as well. If I'm gonna say bye, that probably does help. Anyway, have a good night.